Guys, today I'm going to be telling you about the number one killer of today's society, and that is addiction. And now, if you're wondering, why is addiction so bad? Why is addiction so horrible in today's society? I'm going to be telling you all that in today's video. Now, the number one reason addiction is so bad is because it's taken all of your time away. It has taken the time you would have had to achieve things. You would have had to accomplish things. You would have had to become a greater human being away. Now, these addictions could range from porn addiction, drug addiction, and video game addiction, or any unhealthy addiction. Now, the reason these addictions are so dangerous is because they take so much of your time. Because imagine if you play a video game for 3 hours every day. I know that's like a lowball number. Actually, let me change the number. 7 hours every day. You're never going to achieve anything. You're never going to become somebody. You're never going to strive towards anything. You're just always going to be distracted playing video games. You're going to be repeating the same thing every single day. And every day is going to feel the exact same to you. Every day is going to stick to you. I know this. I know this because I played video games 8 hours a day back when I was younger. Time flew by like that. Like that. One day I was 13. The next I wasn't. And now I look back at my younger days and I'm like, wow, I could have not did that. I could have done so many different things, so many things that would have benefited me. But it's too late now. It's far too late for me. As a teen anyways. But I could still achieve things now, which is what I have to do. And playing video games or doing drugs, it keeps you depressed. It keeps you sad because you're not achieving your full potential. We all want to achieve our full potential, but none of us want to strive. It's like knowing you have to do something, and in the back of your mind you're like, I have to do this. I have to do this. But you don't do it. You don't. Why is that? Why don't you do it? Because you're not disciplined. You're not dedicated enough to do it. It's like knowing you have to go to the gym, but you don't because you're not dedicated enough. The truth is, not many people enjoy going to the gym, but the reason they go is to help improve their health and well-being and mental sanity. Because lifting weights does a thing on you. Like it helps relieve stress, it helps relieve anxiety, and it helps you in general. I know people could achieve I know people could achieve anxiety relief and release in other ways, but the gym is an outlook for many people. Other people could read books, they could draw art, they could do music, they could go on runs, and those activities benefit them because it's a skillful talent. Now, playing video games might be a skillful talent if you're streaming, let's say, or if you're like competitive, but the odds of that happening not very high. Plus you're gonna have to strive towards that. Plus a lot of people who play video games, they don't try to produce content out of it. They just consume the content. They never produce anything. And that's the problem. That is why you're depressed. You're just repeating the same cycle. The addiction within you, it doesn't benefit you. And you know that deep down. But you can't stop because you've built a cycle. Now, how do you break out of this cycle? I've been talking too long about that. How do you break out of the cycle? You have to try new things. You have to go to new places. You have to change the way you live your life. You have to go do new things. For example, let's just say you're playing video games all day, and I'm using video games. It could be any addiction. You have to go out into the real world, hang out with some friends. If you don't have any friends, you could make some friends. You could just go up to people, be like, hey, and then introduce yourself and then become friends with them. Then hang out. Okay, you could You could be hanging out with friends, distracting yourself. And if you distract yourself for 30 days, I've read this online, that is the amount of time required for an addiction to reset. If you don't do something for 30 days, you're not going to want to do it again. All the addiction is going to stop, because I stopped playing video games for longer than 30 days. Now if I play one day, I don't want to play again. I could not play again for months. It's like that. And a habit gets built after 30 days. So if you stop something for 30 days, the habit stops. If you do something for 30 days, the habit begins. So going to the gym for 30 days, that creates a habit. 30 days might be a short amount of time or a long amount of time, depending on who you ask. But in my opinion, 30 days is a short amount of time to build a habit, to build something beneficial in your life that will benefit you for later on, for future endeavors. And if you go to events, if you go to social events, if you go to social gatherings, you will become a better human being, because you will get to know more people that will get you more into a network, that will achieve more things, that will help you out. Now, I know this is easier said than done, but if you could do it, you can do it. It will make your life a whole lot easier, a whole lot greater. And yes, that is why addiction is so bad in today's society. We just consume, and we're living the same lives day in and day out, which builds a habit, which makes life seem like it's so passing by, like it's nothing, because every day is the same. There's like a theory or a hypothesis. I'll talk about it in another video, actually, about like talking about how like the more repetitive your life is, the less like enjoyable it is, and things of that nature. And yeah, because if it's very, if you're building like a, what's the word I'm looking for, a paradigm or a regime, you're building a schedule that's so repetitive that you don't even notice it, because that's how common you are onto it. Anyways, I feel like the video's been going on for long enough. Thank you guys for listening. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.